Welcome to a video summary of the Nintendo Switch. You can read the full in-depth review via the link in the description, or by clicking the card top right of the video. The Switch is a hybrid handheld and home console, and currently retails for $279.99 in the UK. In the box you get the tablet-style Switch console itself, a dock which is used when connecting to the TV, there's 2 Joy-Con controllers, there's also a Switch grip used for a more traditional games controller setup, and a couple of wrist straps that turn the Joy-Cons into individual controllers for local multiplayer. Inserting the Joy-Cons into the grip is very simple, and they click firmly and sturdily into place. To release the Joy-Cons is simply a matter of pressing a release button on the rear of each and then sliding them up the tracks. We found the setup in the traditional format to be reasonably good, tended to make us want to grip too tight. The button and thumbstick layout also leaves something to be desired, as we find an offset configuration more comfortable and easier to use. We found the Joy-Cons felt best when slotted onto the edges of the Switch console in handheld mode, so if you plan on doing most of your gaming on the TV, it might pay to invest in the Pro Controller, although that's a further £60 on top of the retail price. The third way to use the Joy-Cons is individually, with the wrist straps attached. Take care to match the plus and minus symbols on the straps with those on the Joy-Cons however, as they're hard to disengage when you get it wrong, and it's easy to do so, believe us. The build quality of the console is very good, aside from one thing: the flip-out stand on the back is pretty flimsy, and it will easily fall over when you just press the power button. On the top edge of the Switch is a power button next to a volume rocker, and further along is a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a flap beneath which is the game card slot. The Switch charges on the dock or using a USB Type-C cable and charging device. The remaining physical connection is a mini SD card slot that you can use to expand the built-in storage, and this is hidden under the stand on the back. The Switch dock houses the remaining connections with 2 USB ports on the front, and there's another hidden below the drop-down side. Also in the concealed compartment is an HDMI 1.4 port and the USB Type-C port for the AC adapter. The Switch home screen is very minimalist and also easy to navigate. The row at the top is dominated by your games collection, while other options sit at the bottom of the screen. In the news section you can view videos on all manner of things, including help tips and gameplay videos and trailers. The eShop is Nintendo's online store, and it's not very well populated at the moment, but that's to be expected so soon after release. Next to that is the album tab, where you can view your selection of screenshots stored internally or from an inserted SD card. The remaining 2 options are for system settings and power. The system settings are fairly simplistic, but if you plan on using a 5.1 audio setup, it's here you'll need to enable surround sound. And if you're having picture issues, it's also worth checking out the TV resolution and RGB range options in the TV output submenu. The rest of the options are fairly self-explanatory, and Nintendo has made a decent job with the UI overall. At the present time, the one compelling reason to buy the Nintendo Switch is for release title Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is a gloriously epic third-person action RPG light game. But if you already have a Wii U, you can pick it up for that outgoing console. The Nintendo Switch has plenty of promise, but there is just a whiff of compromise, and the entry price seems a touch high, considering there are no games bundled with the package. We're happy to recommend the Switch, but if you can wait for a price drop and more software support, it's probably prudent to do so. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. You can find more reviews, news and articles like this at avforums.com, Europe's largest community for TVs, home cinema, movies, games, tech and gadgets. Thanks for watching.